I got another video for y'all. Let's just talk about Jason Tatum not playing. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Jason Tatum against Jokic and the Serbian team had a DNP, and he didn't end up playing. Steve Kerr at first was saying something about matchups, and you can only play a 10-man. I said 10-man. You can only play a 10-man, kind of rotation and whatnot. And then after the game, when he got interviewed by Brian Windhorst, I watched. He was like, "I feel like a fucking idiot." My thing is like, I don't even want to say it's a 10-man rotation, or it should be a 10-man rotation. I feel like, in my opinion, everybody could play. But that's like me as a coach, knowing how versatile and knowing how talented my team is. If everybody can play, everybody gonna play. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, going up, putting the best players out there for Team USA, like an all-star team, okay. Like in the NBA, where you got 1 star, 1 or 2 stars, 3 at the most, and then the rest of them niggas is role players. Yeah, now we can talk about a 10-man rotation. And then everyone was like, well, did you see what KD did? Yes, KD had a phenomenal second quarter where he put up 14 of his, I believe, 23 points. Still, that doesn't mean Jason Tatum doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? And then, see, and this is where I kind of was like, knowing Steve Kerr, like when I heard that he was the head coach of the team, I really didn't feel a ways about Jaylen Brown not being a part of Team USA. Did they snub him? Yes. Was it wrong? Yes. Are there other reasons that I feel like Jaylen Brown wasn't invited to Team USA that have nothing to do with basketball, but I'm not going to talk about in this video because I'll get into that another time? Yes. But I was like, hey, Steve Kerr, he's not really an adjustment type coach. Steve Kerr is an accomplished player. He has a great resume with the helps and likes of Mike and Scotty and, those 6 championships. And then, pretty much had the Warriors handed to him. And Mark Jackson create that Warriors team out the draft with Steph, Clay, and Dre. And a couple offseason moves with the front office with, getting KD up there and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't want to say I don't respect him as a coach, but hearing him be the head coach was just like, I'm not sure. I don't know. And that's why I said I didn't really feel a ways about Jaylen Brown not being a part of Team USA, because I was like, that nigga, knowing Steve Kerr, that nigga's probably not going to play. And you got Jason Tatum not playing. So it's like, neither of them niggas are going to play. So, but my thing is like, I don't believe that this is a 10-man rotation, because why are certain niggas getting so many minutes? There's no reason that LeBron should have to play as many minutes as he does, as dominant as he is. There's no reason why Steph Curry should have to play as many minutes as he does, as dominant as he is. Like, this is the time. This is probably the last. There is no probably. This is LeBron's last Olympics. How about we start building up the guys like Ant? I mean, that nigga's already as confident as they come, but let's start building up Ant. Let's start building up Tatum. You know what I'm saying? That next wave of guys, let's start, trusting them, giving them minutes. Let's stop putting all the weight of the shoulders of the team's success on Curry and on LeBron. You know what I'm saying? KD. It's like KD's getting up there in age. And y'all seen the look that D-Book gave KD after that second quarter? He was looking at that nigga like, bruh, yo ass should have been doing this shit in the playoffs. Nigga was out there getting swept by the Timberwolves, nigga. But whatever. But yeah, I'm like, why is all the weight on these older guys? Start putting some of the weight on these players, these next coming wave of players. Start giving them minutes. It's definitely, he can play. Tatum should have played. And of course he's going to play. Everybody's like, man, he's going to play next game. Nigga, he should have played this game. We know he's going to play next game. Of course he's going to play next game, because Steve Kerr is getting all the backlash for not letting him play in this one. So you damn right he's going to play next game. But I'm just like, it's no reason that older guys should be getting the minutes that they do and you not trusting the younger guys. And then it's like certain times I'm looking at it like, Steve Kerr, what the fuck even is this? Joel Embiid was damn near, well, they almost lost to South Sudan in the exhibition match for numerous reasons. But Joel Embiid was one of them. That nigga was terrible on defense. They were cooking his bitch ass. And pushing that to the side, that nigga Joel Embiid shouldn't even be starting after his comments on the damn podcast. Oh, how many you averaging if you don't get double? No double, I average 50. I average 50, no double. Huh? 50? All right, Joel. Well, the injuries to the team, and I just always face injuries. Well, nigga, stay healthy. What the fuck? Now, don't get me wrong. Has he had some non-contact injuries and some stuff that, you land on a nigga foot, you just can't help that? Yes. But other times it's like, Joel, this is just your body. This is your health. This is you taking care. I don't want to hear that shit. Well, JT has a super team. He has a super team. And if I had a super team, you know what I would be doing if I had a super... No, nigga, I don't know what you would be doing if you had a super team. Because you, and along with the ignorant-ass Philly fans, try to tell us that you and James Harden was something. And I told them, James Harden ain't been shit since that nigga was in Houston. Ever since he left, there was no need in depending on that nigga or thinking that nigga was actually going to contribute to winning you a championship. Those days is over. That nigga James Harden wears a ski mask now. He's out there robbing franchises. And these niggas is giving him the money. James Harden is now playing for a paycheck. James Harden will never win a ring. He knows he'll never win a ring. He's just out there playing for the bag at this point. He really don't even give a fuck. So whatever. And y'all allowing that nigga to not give a fuck and keep paying him. So after that, yeah, that nigga shouldn't even be playing off the podcast comments. But in South Sudan, that nigga was getting tore up. Slow defensively, no defensive effort. Offensively, all you got to do, and Joel talking about, if they don't double me. Nigga, that's the only way to stop you. We got to double you. Your decision-making out of doubles is god awful. It's fucking horrendous, nigga. You seen that weak-ass behind-the-back pass that went to the bench niggas? Then it's not even that. He just be turning the ball over every time. Every time you double this nigga, all they do is turn the ball over. So that's just the remedy to stopping you. You gonna turn it over if we double you. If they don't, nigga, I didn't want to hear that shit. So why is Joel getting so many minutes? D-Book played an exceptional game last game. He contributed. D-Book really not even getting that much time, but D-Book shouldn't really even be getting the time he getting now. Not saying he should be a DNP. See, me as a coach, I'm in there. I'm straight to the point. I'm straightforward. I'm getting all the guys in. I'm figuring out who got the chemistry. Everybody gonna play. If I got an all-star team, Team USA, something like that, all them niggas gonna play. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Because we got too much talent on this team. We got too much chemistry. Everybody got, worked hand-in-hand too much for us not to have everybody out there. But it's like, okay, I understand Hallie not playing because it's fucking Hallie. Did he have a good season? He had a good beginning of the season. He started to drop off. I was surprised when I seen the nigga get the Team USA invite. No disrespect, that nigga's a hooper, but that's not really what I envisioned. But of course, I know why they snubbed Kyrie, which is also, I'm going to have to make a video about that, but that also ties into like somewhat why they snubbed Jaylen Brown. But like I said, I'll make another video about that. But like I said, bro, these niggas could be playing. Steve Kerr is he's not an adjustment coach and he's not a rotational coach. And you even see it with the Warriors. Like I always say this year to year about the Warriors, they never invest in getting a big. This year, they finally got Trace Jackson-Davis from Indiana. He had the little 1-2 punch at Indiana with the Lakers rookie guard. Well, not a rookie anymore, but in the same class as, what's the nigga with 3 names? I forget. The light bright nigga. Damn, I can't think off the top of my head. Hood Schifino. Jalen Hood Schifino. Yeah. They was doing that. They finally got a big, but beforehand, Golden State, they never thought about getting a big. The last big that they had that was just interior rim protector that helped the team was Bogut. After Bogut, they didn't invest in that. Well, we gonna run small ball, bruh, and let Draymond get his ass bullied. He's getting his ass bullied out there. Yeah, he gonna come up with a block every once in a while, but That nigga Draymond ain't a true 5. Draymond like 6'6". He barely even a true 4. And we expected him to guard a 6'10 AD. That's going to be a loss. AD cook his ass. And that's exactly what they did last year. Feeding AD and cooking his ass. A 6'9", 6'10 Pascal. Remember he's getting his ass tore by Pascal in 2019? Feed Pascal. Pascal, tear his ass up. That's it. That's the game. Go at his ass. Mouse in the house. Mouse in the house. Like, it's crazy to me. So, I'm like, he's never made adjustments. They just now got a big, and they've been needing a big for years. Well, Looney can grab. Looney he's got the heart of a lion. But that nigga only can really get rebounds against niggas who shouldn't be getting rebounds. When he go up against other dominant bigs, he don't get them 16 and 17 rebound games. Now, if he go up against low effort bigs or niggas who just is undersized, yes, he that's the man for the job. But going up against niggas his height, niggas with the same, niggas with the fundamentals, the box out, he don't be doing that. So I'm like, they should have went away from that. But Steve Kerr never say anything. Steph too nice. He shut his mouth. That's the reason the Warriors dynasty is where they at, because Steph don't say nothing. How you know Steph don't say nothing? Nigga, because if he did, this shit wouldn't be happening. Nigga, if you the leader of the team, nigga, you call the shots. I hate this era of new niggas who act like, man, we have no say. Like when the Bucks fired, and I know I'm going on, this is the last thing I said in the video. When the Bucks fired Adrian Griffin and they hired Doc Rivers, they asked Giannis, and Giannis was like, man, I don't know. I mean, I ain't real. Nigga, you're the star player, and you mean to tell me you had no hand in who they picked? They had no conversations with you, that you didn't even have an opinion and them picking the, like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Niggas is lying. Same with LeBron. They fire Darvin Ham. Magically, they hire his podcast teammate who nobody knew he had a personal relationship with because they've never played on the same team. And this nigga has zero coaching experience, but he's able to be the coach of one of the most dominant professional basketball franchises ever. And LeBron sitting there with us saying, man, I don't know. Nigga, you did it. What is wrong with y'all? Like, this new era of players just acts like, man, their hands is off. But the only time you hear hands-on situations when they want to force their way out. LeBron gets JJ hired, and that's the only reason why JJ is hired. Like, he had the podcast with the nigga, and LeBron has a hand in it. Regardless of what LeBron says. Nigga, he got hired because of you. And that's fine. That's okay. Just say that. Bronny has an unimpressive collegiate year at the university. I was going to say the University of South Carolina, my dumbass. USC. What's that? Cal? Yeah, that's Cal. University of Southern Cal. Right? Am I wrong? What is USC, yo? At USC, nigga, we'll leave it at that. Fuck. I can't think right now. It's late, nigga. Make myself some ramen, nigga, and lay down. But, yeah, Bronny had an unimpressive year at USC. He didn't even average 5 points. Barely played. Yes, I get it. He had a heart issue. Prayed for him. Glad he's back. Glad he's out on the floor. He would have never got drafted. Let's be real. And let's just call a spade a spade. And that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Would he have signed with the Lakers if he was to not get drafted? Probably. He was going to be on the Lakers regardless. But he wasn't going to get drafted. And I know niggas was like, well, I heard Chris Broussard say this bullshit, but that nigga's Clutch Sports. We all know that nigga's Clutch Sports. Like, some niggas you just know, like, if they haven't already said it, they come off as they're Clutch Sports. Broussard admitted it, but if he didn't, you knew. Gilbert Arenas been sucking LeBron dick ever since he missed them free throws. He's clutch. Like, these niggas, and it's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. But Chris Broussard was like, man, if nobody was, that's how I said, if nobody was trying to draft Bronny, then why was Rich Paul calling teams and telling them don't draft Bronny? You're the reason, nigga, because niggas like you. And Rich Paul wanted niggas to believe that he actually was going to get drafted. So that niggas couldn't say that he got drafted because of his father because, oh, I had to call teams and tell them don't draft Bronny. Amazing. Amazing strategy by Rich. Stop being so fucking gullible. Y'all, I hate y'all so much. Amazing strategy by LeBron and Rich Paul. It was great. A round of applause. And it works on rookies. But niggas who's thinking outside the box, nigga, thinking outside the status quo, we not falling for that shit. That nigga wasn't getting drafted, bro. And if that nigga was going to get drafted, he was only going to get drafted because niggas knew that LeBron wanted to play with him regardless of what he said later on in the season because he already admitted earlier that he wanted to play with him. Niggas was only going to draft him because they thought that Bron was just going to up and leave LA and go to wherever Bronny was. Then was only two, but he was never going to get drafted. But then when Bronny does get drafted, man, Bronny work like, bro, okay, a lot of niggas work hard for this. But that nigga got drafted because of his dad. And that's okay. That's my thing. Is like a nigga like me, I don't care. But don't spit on me and tell me it's raining. Don't treat me like I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? Don't play in front of my face. Don't insult my intelligence, nigga. Just call a spade a spade. Say what it is, bro. Niggas still would have cared if he was like, if LeBron was like, hey, this is a cool story. I just want to play my son. Niggas would have still cared. Because, I mean, it's LeBron. Niggas hate him. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas hate that nigga. They was going to hate that nigga regardless. But at least they would have been like, hey, nigga, that's real. But you trying to tell us that this nigga was just, you know, like, listen, come on, stop. And that LeBron had no hand in this. This was all the work of Bronny. Let's be for real, bro. So I'm like, I just bring all that back to say it's like, I forgot what my point was about going. That's why I hate going off. But yeah, Steve Kerr, play that nigga, bro. And you can play niggas. And that nigga ain't even really like a coach for real. Now Spo, okay, Spo, you could Spo did it with LeBron, but it's like even after LeBron left, the Heat still had success, and the Heat development and, you know, their trainers and who they got that's a part of that staff, the whole Heat organization, they know what the fuck they doing. So I'm like, okay, Spo, yes, Spo did it with LeBron, but even when LeBron and Wade and all those top tier star guys left, and he just did it with Jimmy Butler and a bunch of role niggas. Well, Bam Adebayo, but, you know, Bam Adebayo is a second option type guy. He not really a star, but he not really a role player either. But yeah, Bam and Jimmy and then the role playing niggas, like, he know what he doing, bro. And I forgot the third coach, but yeah. But play that nigga, bro. I don't even know who they play next. Who is it, Puerto Rico? Or is Puerto Rico last? I don't know. I looked that shit up, but don't forget to like, subscribe. Share this to the team, share this to the players, share this to your friends.